Welcome back to Anything You Want, your exclusive sanctuary for the deepest, most soul-stirring chronicles of the stars who define our generation. We often look at celebrities like Can Yaman and see them as statues carved from marble, impenetrable, stoic, and draped in an armor of success that seems to repel the messy, chaotic vulnerability of human emotion. For years, Ken has been the poster child for the unattainable man. With his burgeoning career in Italy, his assertive interviews, and a demeanor that often kept the world at arm's length, he seemed to have transcended the need for looking back. But today, the narrative that has held firm for so long has shattered. We are not here to discuss a new series, a brand endorsement, or a red carpet appearance in Rome. We are here to talk about a cry that has erupted from the very depths of a man's soul, a confession so raw and unexpected that it has brought the Turkish gossip world to a standstill. Reports are flooding in of a late-night breakdown, a circle of friends stunned into silence, and a plea directed at the one name that, despite all the fame and distance, has never truly left his heart, Demet Özdemir. This is the story of a love manifesto written in tears and regret. Before we step into the rainy Istanbul night where this all unfolded, please take a moment to subscribe to Anything You Want. If you value storytelling that goes beyond the headlines and touches the spirit, hit that notification bell. For those who want to support our dedicated team of researchers and writers, we invite you to click the join button to become a premium member of our family. Your support fuels our passion. Now, let us walk through the door that Can Yaman is begging to have opened. The setting, according to the whispers circulating through the most exclusive corridors of Istanbul's elite, was cinematic in its melancholy. It is said to have begun on a rainy night, the kind where the city lights blur against the windows and the noise of the world is muffled by the sound of falling water. Can Yaman was in the company of his closest inner circle? People who have known him since before the international fame, people with whom he doesn't need to wear the mask of the Italian star. What started as a casual conversation about life and the future reportedly took a sharp, emotional turn. As the hours waned and the defenses lowered, Can's tone shifted from the confident actor to the repentant man. The silence of the room was broken by a confession that has since been dubbed a love manifesto. Sources claim that, with a voice heavy with emotion, he finally uttered the words he had been holding back for years. He didn't speak of contracts or scripts, he spoke of Demet. "Give me one more chance, Demet. Please, I beg you. Open the path of love for me. I will sacrifice my life for you." These are not the words of a man looking for a casual rekindling. These are the words of someone who has realized that the summit of success is freezing cold when you are standing there alone. It is a declaration of total surrender. The phrase "I will sacrifice my life for you" suggests a transformation so profound that it risks everything he has built for the singular hope of redemption in her eyes. To understand the weight of this confession, we must look back at the tapestry of their shared past. The chemistry between Can Yaman and Demet Özdemir during the Erkenci Kız, early bird, era was not just acting, it was a phenomenon. It was an energy that leaped off the screen and sparked a global fandom. But behind the scenes, there were always furtive glances, smiles that lingered a second too long in interviews, and a mutual protectiveness that screamed of something deeper than collegiality. At the time, these details were dismissed as the standard behavior of a TV couple. Today, they are being re-examined as the evidence of a love that was interrupted, not ended. Those close to Can suggest that even as he conquered Italy and Spain, even as he was adored by millions in foreign lands, Demet remained a constant, quiet ache in a corner of his heart. It is said that after every major award, after every standing ovation in a European piazza, a singular thought would cross his mind: "I wish she could see this." It is a heartbreaking realization that success is a hollow echo if the person you want to share it with is a stranger. This story isn't just about a breakup, it is about the unfinished business that haunts the soul. Why now? What caused the dam to break after all this time? The catalyst, interestingly, appears to be Demet Özdemir herself. In a recent interview, the beautiful actress uttered a sentence that was as cryptic as it was profound: "There are loves in life that aren't experienced, but that changed the person. It is rumored that these words struck Can Yaman like a lightning bolt. Sitting in that room in Istanbul, he allegedly analyzed this phrase with his friends, asking a question that reveals his vulnerability. I've changed, but is it too late? He saw himself in her description, a love that perhaps wasn't fully lived, a potential that was cut short, but a connection that fundamentally altered who they both became. The realization that he might be the love that wasn't experienced reportedly shattered his composure. He admitted to his friends, I was right at the wrong time. It is the classic tragedy of timing, the realization that he had the right person but was perhaps too immature, too focused, or too proud to hold on to her when it mattered most. As we witness this incredible unraveling of a star's pride, we have to ask you, the viewers of Anything You Want, do you believe in right person, wrong time? Can a love that was left unfinished years ago truly be revived, or are some chapters meant to stay closed? We are desperate to hear your thoughts in the comments. Also, we want to remind you that your support keeps this channel alive. If you are enjoying this deep dive into the hearts of your favorite stars, please hit the like button and consider clicking the join button. Your membership allows us to dig deeper, verify more sources, and bring you the scripts that no one else can write. Now, let's return to the transformation of Can Yaman. The most shocking aspect of this entire saga is the complete disintegration of Can Yaman's tough guy persona. For years, he has been described by critics and tabloids as controlling, distant, unexpressive, and fiercely proud. He was the man who walked away, the man who chose his career, the man who didn't look back. But the man sitting in that room on a rainy night was none of those things. He supposedly told a close friend, I've been everything in life, but I've lacked love. I lived with my pride, but my heart remained silent. Now, for the first time, I'm letting my heart speak, not my pride. This is a confession of spiritual bankruptcy. He is admitting that the currency of pride, which he hoarded for so long, has bought him nothing but loneliness. He is acknowledging that the wall he built to protect himself has only served to imprison him. In a production meeting recently, he was even heard saying, success attracts crowds, but it doesn't bring happiness. This existential crisis has culminated in a singular focus, Demet. He is no longer the man who runs away when things get difficult. He allegedly stated, if Demet opens the door for me, this time I won't run away. Not to another country, not to a new project, not into my fears. He is offering to stay. He is offering presence. He is offering the one thing he always withheld. Stability. And what of the woman at the center of this storm? Demet Özdemir has maintained a silence that is as loud as Can's outcry. There are no press releases, no interviews, no direct answers. However, in the digital age, silence is never truly empty. Her fans, the detectives of the social media world, have been analyzing her recent posts with forensic intensity. Emotional songs shared in the dead of night, black and white photos of her walking alone down empty streets, and a particularly telling story featuring the phrase everything in its time. Are these coincidences, or are they deliberate breadcrumbs? Is she signaling that she hears him? Is she telling him to wait? Or is she reminding herself that healing takes time? Sources close to Demet paint a picture of a woman who is cautious but hopeful. A close friend of the actress reportedly said, Demet doesn't deny the past, but she doesn't want to surrender to it either. She has a heart, but also a mind. This is the crux of the conflict. Her heart may still beat for the memory of what they had, but her mind remembers the pain, the distance, and the awkward moments that led to their separation. Her greatest fear is that history will repeat itself, that if she opens the door, the old Can might eventually return. She is protecting her peace, and rightfully so. The trust that was broken cannot be rebuilt with just words, even words as powerful as I will sacrifice my life. The revelation of this love manifesto has effectively split the social media landscape in two. On one side, we have the romantics, the believers who scream, true love screams like this. They see Can's vulnerability as the ultimate romantic gesture, a proof of growth that deserves a reward. They are rooting for the reunion of the decade, believing that the fire between them never truly died. On the other side, we have the skeptics who argue belated regret isn't love. They believe that showing up years later, after exploring the world and realizing you are lonely, is unfair to Demet. They worry that this is an emotional void speaking, not a genuine transformation. They ask, where was this passion when she needed him years ago? This debate highlights the complexity of the situation. Is this a momentary lapse in judgment from a lonely star, or is it a genuine spiritual awakening? Can Yaman seems willing to risk his cool image to find out. As we conclude this report, the world of celebrity gossip is holding its breath, waiting for the answer to a single question: will Demet Özdemir reopen the path of love? Can Yaman has laid his cards on the table. He has stripped away the armor of the international star and stood before her as a man full of regret and hope. He has promised not to run. He has promised to sacrifice his life. But as the source close to Demet said, she has a mind as well as a heart. The silence that currently hangs between them is heavy with the weight of the past. Perhaps, as the saying goes, love never truly ends, it simply remains silent until the timing is right. Or perhaps, some loves are meant to change us, but not to be lived again. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: the story of Can and Demet is not over. The last word has not been spoken. And we, at Anything You Want, will be here to listen for it. Thank you for joining us for this emotional journey. If this story touched your heart, please share this video, like, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, if you were Demet, would you open the door? Or would you keep it closed? We want to know your heart. Until next time, keep believing in the power of stories. This is Anything You Want, signing off.